Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today is just going to be a really casual video because it's snowing outside. I'm sat here in my big jumper, comfy blankets, pillows, and I just thought I'd have a really honest chat with you about something I think is really important when you are struggling with acne. So today's video is just going to be me talking about things that I think really help when you're struggling with confidence when you have acne, because that's something I definitely struggled with when my acne was at its worst. And I know that my self-confidence, my self-esteem was really low at that point, and I did learn a few things along the way, so I'd like to share those with you. So just a little bit of background if you are new here. My name's Sarah. I make videos every single week here on YouTube. I upload every Sunday talking about my acne experience because I've struggled with bad skin for like the best part of my adult life, and it got really bad when I was in my mid-20s, and I have managed to clear it. So every week here on YouTube I talk about those experiences and what's really helped and what really hasn't. So please hit the subscribe button below if you are new and join me here every week. I'd love to have you here. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into today's video. So the first thing I want to say is if you're struggling with really bad acne, then I totally feel for you, and I just want to let you know I'm here for you because I completely know the struggle. And honestly, when you're suffering with really bad confidence when you have acne, you really just feel like you're on your own and there's this whole world against you and you don't understand why your skin's treating you like this, and you really want to find a cure for it really so that you can get out of this rut and, you know, live your life to the fullest. So the first thing that I would do is be proactive. That's something I definitely did. I thought, you know, I'm not going to sit here and just let my skin take over my life. I need to do something about this, which I imagine is what lots of you are doing anyway. If you're subscribed to my channel, then you're being proactive because you want to find a cure for this and you want to find other people who have had these experiences and learn from them. So that's certainly what I did. I was always on YouTube, always researching, always online, just trying to find what could be a solution to this, because I didn't want to take loads of drugs for the rest of my life, like be on a long course of antibiotics or continue taking the pill, which is ultimately what was kind of keeping my acne at bay for like 10 years. Really kind of finding what it is that is causing your acne and getting to the root cause, I think is super important to really kind of giving you confidence and knowing that you're doing something about it. I think in some cases that can go completely overboard, and I'm fairly certain my family and friends would have probably said that I was obsessed with trying to clear my skin. I probably still am to some degree. But yeah, I guess if you're going to do this sensibly, it's really just taking a really proactive approach, but knowing where to kind of draw the line and know that this doesn't need to consume you. This doesn't need to be your whole life. But in order to have confidence and in order to have hope, I think you really do need to start doing something about that, whether that be going to the dermatologist, whether that be changing up your diet, whether that be really researching what skincare products you're going to be putting on your skin. It's just having that first step into doing something about it. And yeah, I think that really helps with your confidence because you really start to feel like there's hope and you can do something about this. Definitely don't feel like you need to struggle with acne on your own either, because I know it can be quite isolating, particularly if you look around and all your friends and family have this perfect clear skin and it feels like you're the only person in the world with it. But honestly, there are huge communities of people that have acne. Like if you come online, if you just go onto the acne.org website, you will realize how many people are affected by this, and you really don't need to feel alone. Even channels like mine, obviously everyone here who's watching my videos, I imagine, has struggled with acne or is struggling with acne currently, or acne scars. There's a lot of people that can all kind of congregate on the internet and actually share experiences, and you can kind of learn from other people and what they've done to clear their skin. Also, that being said, there's lots of people that have cleared their skin in a specific type of way, and that will not work for you, because I know when I had really bad acne, I was trying to follow different YouTubers who were doing kind of high carb, low fat, vegan lifestyles, and I thought that was absolutely the answer. Turns out that's probably the worst thing I ever did for my skin. I was just eating an absolute ton of fruit, which was havoc on my skin. If anything, that was probably one of the worst things I ever did. But that being said, it did teach me that actually it's an insulin problem that's actually affecting my hormones, and without doing that experience I wouldn't have learnt my own body. So everything is a learning experience, but just remember, what works for someone else might not work for you, but it's definitely a great idea to learn from other people and research and learn your own body and know that you can overcome acne. Okay, so another thing I would do if you're struggling with confidence whilst having acne is really to concentrate on other things about yourself, because I know it can become completely consuming and it feels like that's the only thing that really kind of makes you who you are, particularly if it's been like sudden onset acne, like what happened to me. I know all of a sudden that just felt like the only thing that was happening in my life. But I think it's really, really important to focus on other things, even if they are kind of aesthetic things about yourself, maybe focusing on your hair, your nails. I know I did a lot of things like making mood boards on Pinterest, just so that I could start pinning things that I thought I would feel good wearing. And I would treat myself to different things, and every now and then I'd make sure that I went out for the day and I actually felt really good about myself, whether that just be pretty shallow things, but just getting my hair done nice, doing my nails, looking after the skin on my body as well as my face, and just treating yourself and knowing that your skin isn't everything. And when people look at you, whilst you might think it's the first thing everyone sees, it actually might not be. It might be that amazing dress that you found on Zara that everyone's trying to get hold of, and actually you've managed to find it, you're wearing it, and that's actually what everyone's looking at. Whether it be that you've just got a haircut, or that you spent a lot of time, with a hair mask and you really treated your hair, all these things are also elements of you. You don't have to feel like acne is the only thing people are looking at, because honestly they're not. People are far more consumed with what's going on in their lives to be really thinking about the spots on your face. But I honestly know that that's what it feels like. So it's really great to have something else that you feel great about. Like I said, whether that be your nails, your hair, what you're wearing, your new shoes, your new handbag, whatever that may be, whatever makes you feel good, I would really recommend doing that. So a big thing for me when I was struggling with acne, and I still do this to this day because I'm still, whilst I'm really happy that I've cleared my skin, I honestly don't think my skin's ever looked better. I still always kind of think, oh God, do you know what? Maybe my skin isn't as perfect as someone else's, and I do struggle with, I don't know, a bit of self-esteem in terms of my skin, and I think you're always going to have that. Maybe it's like kind of body dysmorphia, I don't know, but I'm always going to be self-conscious about my skin, and there's loads of things that I'm learning all the time just to kind of overcome these feelings. And another thing that I've learned is a feeling of self-worth, and this doesn't need to be attributed to how you look. So I'd really recommend learning something, being proud of something, and really kind of homing skills that you kind of enjoy doing, whether that be video editing, learning a new position in yoga, whether that be a new dance class that you take up, whether that be cooking, maybe you enjoy gardening, whatever that may be. Becoming skilled at something and really feeling like you're passionate and involved and interested in something else, and you can kind of learn those skills and become good at it. It really makes you feel proud of yourself, and a much better feeling of self-worth than just how you look, because I know ultimately that can really make you feel down on yourself and low self-worth. But honestly, if you are learning something else that you're really proud of, then I really think that overcomes how you feel about your skin. So for me, that was learning how to cook new recipes, and I became really interested in cooking healthy alternatives to specific meals. And I know lots of my friends and family would always ask me, oh God, that looks really good actually, how would you make it? And I became quite proud of myself that I could, even if it was just something really basic, like learning how to do those little energy date balls, which ultimately weren't very good for my skin, but I was really proud of myself because I'd never cooked anything really before, and I never used to enjoy baking or cooking. But when my skin was bad, I took a real interest in nutrition, and I was really proud of myself for learning these things and actually having people ask me how to make them. Side note, leave me a comment down below if you'd like me to make an alternative energy ball, which isn't kind of laced with sugar like many of them are with dates and things and dried fruit. But actually I've been able to make really, really yummy ones which are high in protein, high in healthy fats, and low in sugar. So leave me a comment down below if you'd like to see how I make them. So another thing I decided to do when I was really struggling with confidence with acne was just to learn how to actually do makeup half well. I'd always worn makeup, my skin had never been perfect, but I'd never really felt like I needed to learn specific skills to cover, acne and, make yourself a completely flawless complexion. But when my acne was really, really bad, I took a huge interest in this. And actually, it's still a skill that I know today. So, for example, don't get me wrong, I'm by no means a makeup artist, but I know the kind of different colours of concealers and things to kind of use when acne is really bad, how to cancel out redness and all these things that I'd never really thought of before. But I think if you're really struggling with confidence, then it's a really great idea. If you already wear makeup to cover your skin, then I would really recommend learning how to apply that properly. So you don't need to go do any classes or anything. There is about 1 million people, as you probably know, on YouTube that could teach you these things. So yeah, taking an interest in how to actually cover your skin well and do it in a way where you're not completely caked with makeup, I think is a really nice skill to have if you're somebody that wants to wear makeup to cover your acne and make yourself feel better. yeah, I think that's a really great skill to have. And also, sometimes it just makes you feel better when you can go and buy a new product that makes you feel better about yourself. And I know that's a really shallow thing to say, but I remember when I was really, really struggling, I went and bought the kind of Vichy Derma blend. And I'll admit, I probably didn't do the best job of applying it, but I know that when I was wearing that makeup, I felt so much better about myself just because it cancelled out the redness. It didn't cover the actual texture of my skin, but I did feel much better going out if I knew that I was wearing that foundation. And also, these things aren't permanent. They're just to get you through that period of time where your skin is at its worst whilst you're trying to heal it, because I promise you, you can clear your acne, you absolutely can. And these things, including like makeup and all these ways to kind of, you know, teach you kind of pretend confidence in a way, is just a short period of time before you can feel confident, because you do have clear skin and you will feel better about yourself that you've been able to do that for yourself. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this one. I really hope you found it helpful. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave me a comment down below if there's anything you think I've missed. If there's other tips that you can think of that give you confidence whilst you're struggling with your skin, yeah, then leave them in the comments section below. Please subscribe. I'd love to see you here next week. I make videos every single week talking about my acne struggles and how I managed to clear my skin up. So as I said, hit the subscribe button and join me here on my next one.